Hello, I am back today with two Leadlight Lacquer plates from Messy Mansion. We're going to take a look at Leadlight Lacquer 07 and Leadlight Lacquer 08. Say that 10 times fast, I dare you. So as the name implies, these plates are meant to work well for lead lighting, which also means that they're pretty darn good for making decals. Another technique that I think works really well with plates like this, especially images like this one over here with the tulips, is the Sharpie technique, where you, scribble your Sharpie on a piece of plastic, and then you use alcohol to pick up the color, and then you just color it in like a watercolor. So I think all of those techniques are going to work really well with this. I think in particular, these tulips would be great for watercoloring. The same thing with these flowers here. You could do really fun things with this henna design, and you could get broad sweeps of color with the watercolor technique on this infinite image here that I think would be really gorgeous and would really play with all of the swirling curves in this flowered design. I don't necessarily think of lead lighting or reverse stamping or anything like that when I look at this image, but oh my gosh, isn't it gorgeous? It's got that gorgeous, almost like Roman feel with, to me, it looks like this lion's face in there. And I think this goes really well with this leaf border and this more kind of frond-like border. The images on this one, on Leadlight Lacquer 08, go really well with that as well. So I could see, for example, this one here going really well with the lion kind of one from that one. I think that these flowers and these swirly leaf kind of things go really well with a couple of these. Could go well with this, it could go well with that, could go very well with this. I could also see this and this. If you wanted two different kinds of flowers but with a similar technique, you could do those, both very spring flowers, the lilies and the tulips. I also think this medallion and this one go well together because they both have that sort of Roman Italianate feel. This one has sort of a Renaissance-y feel to it as well. I personally think this one and this one go really kind of well together, and of course like this leafy border goes really well with that, I think, as well. I love this with the kind of swirly lace. It's almost like a fish scale or a reptile scale or a lace, kind of whatever you want it to be. My favorite image personally on this plate is this one. I love the little solid areas where the designs kind of overlay. It's sort of like if a bunch of leaves were a Picasso painting, this is what it would turn out like. So what I personally would do with this is I would go in and like color in a few of these different areas or put it over a smush mani so it seems kind of random, and I think that could be really, really cool. And then you've got this, I guess it's either like an old-fashioned kind of rose or like a camellia, I think is what those are called. I so struggle with that. I love flowers, but I don't know their names. I think personally you can do a lot with mix and matching these, although both of these are gorgeous on their own. This is the kind of image here that I always want to stamp in white over spring colors or over summer colors, and this to me always, for whatever reason, calls out for winter colors to me. So like golds over reds or greens or purples, or silvers, any kind of metallic over any fall color, I feel like would be just gorgeous with that. And I want to play around with primary colors when I look at this, or like shades of, or monochromatic shades like shades of brown or shades of different kinds of reds to play up that kind of Picasso feel. So in terms of size, these are right about 1 inch wide, and they are just under 1 inch tall, so about 14/16 of an inch, and they are 2.5 centimeters wide and 2.2 centimeters tall. For 07, this infinite image is 2 inches wide, just under 2 inches tall, just over 5 centimeters wide, just under 5 centimeters tall. And then here is a shot with the millimeters so you can get a feel for the rest of the images, and a shot with the inches if your brain thinks in inches like mine does. Okay, for my stamping test I am going to use Messy Mansion petal and my clear stamper. Gorgeous. It's a little bit harder to see with this color, so I'm going to switch to a different color, but you can see there that the stamping is gorgeous. So I am going to switch to Messy Mansion Spruce, and I will do it again. Yeah, that's a little bit better, but just definitely go very light on the scrape with the fine lines in the clear stamper. So yeah, you can see that's perfect on that XL there. Fine line images can be a little bit tricky with the clear stampers, so let's try this one too and do it with a gentle scrape. And very nice. There we go. All right, let's do A07. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Oh, gorgeous. Beautiful. Very nice. And great transfer. So these are good quality. I would just say with the, like with any fine line images, use a very gentle scrape. Make sure you have plenty of polish, and even your crystal stamper there should work well for you. All right, I will link everything down below, and thanks for watching.